Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel full of content and back to this series, Cool Fun Facts. Today I will be telling you some moon facts. Well, let's get straight into it. Did you know that it would take around 400,000 moons to catch the brightness of the sun? That number may seem staggering at first. However, the moon doesn't produce its own light. It actually just reflects the light of the sun. And not very well either. According to Sky and Telescope, the brightness of the moons depends on the exact angle between the Earth, the moon, and the sun. And the brightness of a full moon is usually quoted at a magnitude around about 14 magnitudes of 400,000 times fainter than the sun. That means the moon has a lot of work to do if it wants to be as flashy as our brightest star. Well, the UN has an outer space treaty to govern the moon. In order to quash a potential games of calling dibs on the moon or any planets, the UN signed the Outer Space Treaty in 1967, 2 years before astronauts landed on the moon. Some highlights of the treaty include a determination that the exploration and use of outer space, including the moon and other celestial bodies, aka planets and other moons, and like stars, shall be carried out for the benefit and in the interests of all countries, and a rule that the parties to the treaty are not to place in orbit around the Earth any objects carrying nuclear weapons or any other kinds of weapons of mass destruction. Well, that's a relief. Well, did you know that there's such a thing as moonquakes? If we thought that quakes were limited just to our planet, you have to hold on to your hats, because it turns out there's a whole lot of shaking going on in space. During studies of the moon that were conducted between 1969 and 1972, astronauts installed seismometers around the locations they were exploring. According to NASA, the results showed that moonquakes ranged from very deep rumblings that took place about 700 kilometers below the surface to shallow moonquakes to only 20 or 30 kilometers below the surface. That registered up to 5.5 on the Richter scale. Well, the next one is that the moon is the result of space debris forming after a collision with the Earth, planet we're on right now. Well, billions of years ago, when Earth was just a spry young thing, it came into contact with a Mars-sized planet called Theia. The result of this collision was that nearly all of Earth and Theia melted and reformed as one body, with a small part of the new mass spinning off to become the moon as we know it. According to the Natural History Museum, the process of the moon forming from the debris of the massive impact is called rotational fission, and was verified by Apollo astronauts after samples of moon rock were found to have similar isotopes to Earth. Well, the last one for today is that the moon is lemon-shaped. That beautiful sphere in the night sky is anything but perfectly round due to various factors, including impact craters and the gravity field that still exists around the moon. UC Santa Cruz Assistant Professor of Earth and Planetary Sciences Ian Garrick Bethel wrote a paper. Well, if you imagine a spinning water balloon, it will start to flatten at the poles and bulge at the equator. That's a bit like Earth. And the moon, in fact. Like most celestial bodies, in fact. On top of that, you would have tides due to the gravitational pull of the Earth. And that creates a sort of lemony shape. Not exactly round. In fact, most of celestial bodies are like a flat oval shape. Well, unfortunately, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And you can always check out my other videos and also my channel here if you want to see more. Bye! See ya in the next one.